All right, the time's finally come. I ordered this, got to be 13 months ago, I think it was. I think it was the beginning of May 2025. I was like watching a Crawler Canyon live, and before that I had watched his, I think, build series on this and saw the truck and really liked it, but it was out of stock, and for 500 bucks, if you guys look up this kit, it's pretty nice. It's all the machine parts, the bits, it looks nice. It comes with the nice tires, the inserts, the wheels. It comes with a cab, not the best looking cab, I will admit. It's a little questionable in the front. It's not horrible, it's just not great. I was thinking about not doing the cab. I think I'm going to, just because it comes with the kit, and then later if I really don't like it, I'll change it out. But anyways, that's the only thing I don't really care for on this kit. But other than that, the rest of it looks awesome. I was like, I really want one of those. And then on one of the lives, someone was like, hey, the Wizards are in stock on A-Main. I was like, no way. So I instantly went there and on the live, ordered it. It said I was going to have it in like a week and a half or so. And I was like, sweet, I got one. 500 bucks shipped. You know, plus the 10% off with A-Main that they usually have. It ended up being like 450 bucks or so, something like that. It was just, I was like, sweet, I got one. And then I waited. And then I waited. And then it was like 2 weeks later, I was like, oh, it hasn't shipped yet. That's weird. And then I went and looked at the website and it said pre-order. And then my thing still said not shipped. And I was like, what's going on? I waited a bit more. And then next thing I know, I'm asking and asking. No one knows. Ottsix doesn't know what's going on. It seems like A-Main keeps on saying they didn't get any information from Ottsix and all this back and forth. Come to find out, A-Main put up the orders and they should never have done it because Ottsix didn't even know when they were getting their next batch in. So A-Main just decided all of a sudden one day to put up orders, and a bunch of us ordered them, and literally like Ottsix didn't even know that it was there. So they were like, what are you talking about? Why are you asking us where these trucks are? We don't even have them up for order. So it ended up being an A-Main issue. At first I was kind of annoyed at Ottsix, but then later obviously A-Main. A little bit annoyed at Ottsix for not being able to give a timeline-ish, even like an idea, but at the same time it wasn't their fault. So I don't blame them. So I ended up actually finally getting this. It shipped on 10/7 last year, and I got it probably a week later or so. But the problem was at that point it was coming up to, you know, winter time and everything, and they didn't want to build it and then not be able to run it because we are already started getting snow in my area off and on, and it's cold, and it just wasn't really worth it. I don't want to put it together and just sit there and look at it for 3 months, 4 months, you know. So I decided I'm going to wait till spring. It is now a year later, you know, we're May again, and finally finished some projects, and I can get to this. So let's open it up. I know, a little bit of a long story, but kind of wanted to show the backlog on how long I've been kind of waiting for this. Because it's just, I didn't even open it when I got it. I just wanted to keep it all in there. So if there's anything wrong here, if I'm missing parts, we're going to find out. Oh, that's a good sized voodoo sticker. Wow, look at that. Window decals. Okay, that's good. I thought they didn't come with window decals, but I guess it does. Assembly instructions, actually I haven't pulled up already on the screen up here. But it is the QR code. Wizard C2 complex instructions, parts and hop-ups. So if anyone needs that QR code, I don't know if you can scan it from here, but easier to get to instead of having to. You can just search it on Google or go right onto Ottsix's website. And then a little decal. These always come with like their tires and stuff. I have a bunch of these. So that's, and then a little wizard. Little wizard. All right, got all those put to the side. We have the, what do they call them? The air downs. There's two different versions. Because, let's see, oh, right here. There's soft and super soft. It looks like the biggest difference is just how thick the outside edge is. It looks like the same type of foam though, but if you look, it's like, oh, it's like half the thickness. I'm gonna build this thing pretty much how it is, stock out of the box. Ottsix Wizard tires. I have, I think, a different version of these. Was it these? No. Yes. KLR V2. No, I have like the V1 MT or something like that. It's just, I think the sidewall's different. Tread's a little different. I'm not sure. They, actually, you know what? I haven't even tried them yet because I bought them for a build and I haven't done that build yet either. Yeah. Just so behind and stuff. Wait, what's this little... We recommend tires be vented with 4 or 5 evenly spaced 3mm holes near the tread. Leather hole punch tools work well for this and can be found at Harbor Freight and Amazon for a little cost. Yes. So I usually just do 2 holes, one on each side, like, you know, 12 and 6 or whatever. I don't do 4 or 5. That's excessive to me, but I'll just do the 2 probably, more than likely. Just some packaging. And here's the cab. It is a thick one. See, I'm not really a huge fan of this. Like, it stops here, I think. Some people leave this section and then just trim only what they need, kind of like as like a lower valance. It's thick. It's a thick one. Wow. There's no masking on the outside, which is kind of annoying. So I'll have to masking tape the crap out of it, or I don't know, what do people do, like saran wrap or something around it? I don't know. I see people do something, but I don't know. I'll probably, like I said, I'm just gonna build it with this, and then if I don't like it, I'll just use it as like a display thing, I guess, or whatever. Just something. I don't know. I got some ideas for graphics I want to do on it. The problem is the graphics I want to do are going to work really well on a SUV type body, something that's longer. So that's why, again, I'm not really sure if I want to or not. But I probably will paint this one at least, just because it came with the kit, and then go from there. If I want to change it later, I'll change it later. I was thinking about putting a Warlord body on it, but I don't even know if it's going to fit width-wise anyway, so they're kind of, they're pinched and dovetailed, but they're not crazy pinched and dovetailed. So we'll put this on probably for now. Then we have the rails, carbon fiber. Let's see if we can get this out. Why are they're like sealed together? There is a direction to put these to. Yeah, from the videos I've seen, you have to make sure you put this on the outside, the little recess, and then it says Voodoo right here. I thought it had a wizard. I thought there was one of the wizard images on here somewhere too, but I guess not. So I'll cut those. These are the wheels. They are nice looking wheels. Just the wheels and tires alone cost almost the price of this kit, so that's what's crazy about having this for 500 bucks. It's not $500 anymore. You guys aren't going to get it for that now. For 500 bucks, I think you get the chassis and the parts. You don't get the wheels. You don't get the tires, and I think you don't get the inserts. There's like 3 different packages now. These are light. They are nice though. Voodoo around the center. Those look nice. Hardware all in here. And then this is the last package. And this is going to be all the axles, hardware, shocks, everything. You can do this straight or portaled or mullet. And I decided I don't have any mullets, so I'm going to build this as a mullet. And we'll get into that in a minute. Now this has, yeah, the shafts and everything. Supposedly this has the updated axle shafts too, because on the portals, I think, not the straights, but I think on the portal front boxes, people were breaking the shafts. I think, I don't remember. But yeah, that's the whole portal box there, because it comes straight. The portal boxes are here that you can add. Those are the portal gears, portal shafts. All right, where was I? I got a phone call and got sidetracked. I think I was talking about the axle. Straight axle, it comes non-portaled. We're going to keep it that way because we're going to go mullet. It does have the modal, does have the portal boxes, portal gears, and shafts already there. Supposedly these are the upgrade ones, I believe. Shocks, they are not oiled. They're just pre-assembled, which is great. So we have to put oil in there. This is the front, like the FMM area. It's got the spur gear, the spur cover, motor mount. I think the little battery, like a little battery holder and everything like that. So that's all in there. Hardware for motor. Washers must be installed in mounting motor. Okay. And then we have the transmission and a skid that goes around the transmission. I'm going to guess maybe that's for battery, actually, because it's a little bigger. I'm not sure. Or electronics of sorts. The rear axle, which we will be putting the portal box on and the portal gears, because we're going to go mullet, like I said, and you need a reverse cut gear, which we will talk about later. Skid with lower links, maybe? I'm not sure. Some of the links, because some of the links are in here. None of the links are in there. Maybe these are the rear links. There's only 2 in there. I don't know. Well, when we take it apart, we'll see. Drive shafts, 3 of them. 3 different sizes too, so you got to make sure you have the right sizes in each section. This is the servo mount in the front / maybe battery mount you could do. I guess you could probably put it there depending on if you have room, if it's a small battery. I'm not sure. That little guy. Oh, these are my reverse cut gears. So they were outside of it, but I must have thrown them in here when I was moving the stuff around. Reverse cut gears. And then we have, oh, this is the carrier bearing. So carrier bearing for the middle, and then the little piece of drive shaft. And I don't know what this is. Looks like a chassis brace, but I don't know. Maybe if you're not going to do the carrier bearing, you could do the chassis brace instead. But it looks small. Looks too short. I don't know. We'll find out. Tie rod. 2 more links. Body post. And no idea. Oh, that's for the body post. So this is for the reverse mounted body, because it's a cab. So this goes on the side of the frame rail. And then the body post goes that way. And then this is the wheel tool to help put the wheels together, so you don't have to like fight them, which I guess they go together pretty well anyways. And then battery strap. Thought I saw a second one. I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. And then as far as like hop up type stuff, this is the reverse cut gear for to do a mullet. Because to do a mullet, you put the gears in the portals and it makes it go backwards. So you'd be going like this, or you'd be going like this. You wouldn't go anywhere. So yeah, you put a reverse gear in the rear. And then I have the brass voodoo knuckles. 120 grams each. A little bit of a difference in size and weight. Just these two weigh almost what this whole bag feels like. And then I have the brass beadlock clamp ring for the back of the 8-shot wheels. 8-shot. Inner ring brass, yeah, so it's the inner ring that goes on there. And as far as, okay, so those are the hop-ups I had. Oh, this is the other strap, apparently. No. As far as electronics goes, I'm probably going to put it on my Dumbo transmitter, DDF350. I usually take these wires and pop this open and coil them up inside. And we have an AGFRC 40 kilogram servo. This is number 26 of the Year of the Horse special editions that they had this year. I was buying one for the Coyote, and then I'm just buying 2 because I kind of liked how they looked and the colors and stuff. And not that you can see it, it's underneath, but just kind of cool little Easter egg, I guess, inside underneath. And when I decided I was going to start working on this build a couple weeks ago, well, probably about a month ago, when I was finally getting close to be able to do this, I contacted SEQURE and asked if they wanted to send over some kind of a motor combo for me. I needed like a 3625 sized motor, because there's not a lot of room in here with that FMM and everything. So they sent over the 3625, 1800 kV, and the 70 amp ESC. And also, yeah, the Wi-Fi dongle. So well, these work great. I have them in 2 different trucks, I believe it is now. And then I have 3 or 4 of the SEQURE 1521, I think, motors in my SCX24, Red Cat, Ascent 32, SCX30, and I think there was one other one. I know there's an ESC in another truck. Oh, this one has the ESC, the Ant ESC in it, for the FCX24M, and they work flawlessly. I love Escape 32. It works great, easy to program. Well, once you learn about it, it's easy after that, because there's only certain things you got to do. I have a video for programming Escape 32. I'll post it up here. And also, I'll probably go over it a little bit when we do the electronics portion of this. So, one word of advice that I've heard from a few different people that I've seen videos on is they say when you do the motor, like transmission area, motor mount, put the motor in at the same time. Even if you're not doing the electronics yet, just put the motor in, because it's way easier to do it then than it is to do it later when everything's together, because then it's like a pain to get it all in there. So, we'll be doing that. Well, hopefully I remember. Also, I'll be shortening these leads, because that is not going to be necessary for what I need. Probably only going to need a couple inches, because I think like the Mantis is only like a 4-inch long lead. So we'll be doing that. I'll put this in there. Don't lose it. Now, as far as the build goes, this is going to be like an intro video. I'm going to do a little bit of work to it. I'm going to try to like limit myself to say like 45 minutes or so, and then kind of stop in that area. And then it'll probably get edited down to less, because I don't want it to be an hour, hour and a half, 2-hour long build. I'm going to try to kind of make it manageable for people. I tend to not do that, because I kind of forget what I'm doing and just keep going. So, but I'm going to try really hard. We'll try, and we'll just do it in sections. So let me get this cleaned up and get the instructions up on the computer, because these are PDF instructions. Well, they're kind of PDF. They're on the internet, and I know I downloaded them so I could have PDF versions of it, but it goes page by page. It's literally like one page does this, one page does this, one page does this. So we have a bunch of pages to go through, let me tell you. But yeah, I'm just going to go through it. When about 45 minutes hits or so, something like that, I'm just going to probably cut it off, and then we'll go on to the next one. So yeah, let me see. Let me clean this off. All right, we are looking for bag A, which is the chassis rails, and bag B, which is the skid, the front body post. Yeah, front body post, 4 links, and some hardware and rod ends. Yep. So I have, I found this on Nickel World a while ago. It's just to check the bolt lengths, just to make sure I have the right ones when I go to put them in. Probably gonna need my shock pliers. Definitely an M2. And I have a rod end tool that is on Maker World, I believe. So I think one of my friends had printed this and sent it in with something. But I'll find the file if I can and put it on down below. We'll see if this even works with this. Does it work with these? It should. Yep, should work with these. So let's see. We have. All right, we're looking at this side. This is the left side, I believe. So truck's going to be here, left side. The other one's right side. We're going to be putting these right here. And it is 2 M3 by 10s. And it looks like we're going to be putting it in the top hole. Like this is going to be sucked all the way down. So the top hole and the third hole down. And these are threaded. Wow, that's nice. All right, got those there. Voodoo facing out, right there. Voodoo facing out that direction. The posts go on the outside. The bolts go on from the inside. So the only thing I did notice too is these holes are all cut at like 3 millimeters, maybe like 2.95 or something. So you actually thread into these, which threads into these. So it's just watch out for that and make sure that you tighten it up all the way. Next page, we are looking at, oh, we're putting some links together. Okay, okay. Still bag B, of course. The skid, which goes this direction on the truck. And we are doing the lower links, which are the bent ones, and putting the rod ends on. So let me get these rod ends on, and we will get going. All right, as far as I can tell, I don't see anything on the page that tells you what length these are supposed to be. So I'm just gonna go until the shoulder bottoms out, and then I'll check them on the link comparator. Oh, if I can get it. And just make sure that they're the same length, like right there. So I think those look, I usually kind of give them a little wiggle just to make sure they're kind of centered-ish, and they look like they're fine. Yeah, I can't see anything on here on a link length. Nope, nothing. All right, that's fine. I'll just have to check that every time. All right, now, from what I read, people are having, these are like tight in here, like they are the size, which they are. You got to put the bend towards the back, and this big lip here is towards the back, and it goes right into here. This is like, I think Delrin it's machined out of, and it is very tight tolerances. If I can get it in there without shaving it, I'm going to try. But I've seen a couple people have had to kind of take a file and shave it down a little. All right, so what I ended up doing, this, like, there's not even a screw in there. That's how tight that is. I took my razor blade and just kind of gave it a little, just a little ramp here, like that. Actually, I'll do it on this one so you can see it. Just a little ramp, because it's just plastic. Because I want it to be as tight as I can inside of that skid. Just a little ramp, and it seemed to go in there no problem after that. See if it does it with this one. You got to get the non-ramp side in first, and then, yep, see, then slide it in. And then I just took my 1.5 and just kind of made sure. Well, I put it in upside down. Oh, there we go. That one actually wasn't as tight as the other side. So I'm not going to worry about that one. So what we're going to do is on this rail, we need the M3 by 35 millimeter, which is, there's 4 of them here. We're going to go into this hole. Oh, that one's actually a little bigger. And then this is going to go all the way through into here. You get it close, and then I'll tighten by hand. I don't want to strip this all out. Well, looks like I did a good job. Then we're going to the other side. No, actually, we're going to go do the front. Hang on, I want to put these links together real quick. Hold on. I know I would rather have a length setting just so I know that it's going to be right, because I don't want lowers and uppers to be different and the angle to be wrong for the pinion, and so it would be nice to have. One's a little, see, that's the thing, one's a little longer than the other right now, just a hair. So I need to shorten this one, or I need to lengthen this one. They're both up at the shoulders. I think I need to lengthen this one. Okay, I loosened it about 1 full turn, and now I'm pretty much perfect. So, but hopefully that was the right direction. And we're going to be putting this one through here. Now let's see if this front is the same tightness. No, that one actually went right in. There we go. Tight. And then we're just going to do the other side. So let me pop the other side in real quick. Got those in there. This one was a little rough, but actually not that bad. I didn't have to do the rampy thing like I did on the other one. Then we got next. Did that. Oh, I jumped ahead apparently, doing that way. And then we are looking at the front, and we need bag C. I tried laying out the bags in order here. This one though lost its sticker. I didn't know what bag it was, but now I know it's bag C. And this has the front servo mount area. That is very light for being metal. I mean, it's aluminum, but still, it just seems crazy light. We're gonna need that. We're gonna need the panhard mount. Oh, that's nice looking. And then all the hardware here. Looks like there's a nut and a bunch of bolts. This is like one full step to get all this in here. So there's one long bolt. Which one's this? This one, number 4. No, wait a minute. Oh, there's 8s and 10s. There's 5 8s, 1 10, and 1 14. Number 5, where's number 5? Okay, so number 5 is going to go through this one. Like this. Like that. Okay. And this is going to go here. And that one bolt is for this. Oh, what is this? Looks like some crap on here. I don't know if you guys can see that. See it? Oh, like right here and right there. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna try to clean it off real quick. Not really coming off. Try cleaning it off with alcohol, paper towel, stuff like that. Not sure what it is. I'll try another time. I can still get to it because it's going to be up here. So now I should be putting. Do I want to put Loctite on? Yeah, I'll put a little bit of Loctite on things. I'm going to try to put it in just a dab. I don't want it to fall apart. Not that I think it's going to fall apart literally, but like, you know. And I don't know. How do I want to do this? I think I'm going to dab it in the holes. I just don't feel like putting it on the bolt, it going through, and then having a mess on everything. That's too big. Little flathead. So I don't need a ton anyways, so I'll just do a little dab inside on each of these holes. I know like on plastic parts and stuff, it's not good to have Loctite, but none of this is plastic. It's pretty much just all carbon fiber and aluminum for the most part, I believe. There. I need to get actually the 10 ready. Yeah. So I know that's lined up. And then the 8s go in the front here. Let's come with one extra 8 because I got 5 and I think I only need 4. Oh no, I probably need one for the other side. That's right. For where the panhard's not. Got a little bit of pinch on it. Oh, that's right. You can even see it in the aluminum. I'll show you guys after. Let me get these in. All right, I'll show you what I'm talking about. You can see that to there. It's got to be a good millimeter or 2 difference there. I'm surprised they didn't just make this aluminum part like that much longer so you don't have to have that nut there. Okay, 10 mil. The M3x10 goes here with a lock nut. The M3x14 goes here to go through the panhard, through the chassis, and into the aluminum. And these are M3x8s, these 5 here. That's that one step right there. And we are doing carrier bearing. So this is so far in order. Like they have the letters actually in order. Okay, so bag D. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay. So that brace that I thought might have been like a chassis brace, I was correct. All right, bag D. The D bag. All right, 7 is M3 by 10s, which I think are these ones. Yes. So M3 by 10s go in the rear here for this chassis brace. This is Delrin. So I am not going to put Loctite on it. All right, got that nice and tightened up. You can really tell the pinch on that now. Whoop, whoop. So there's that, and then we have the carrier bearing section here for M3 by 8s, which are the shorter ones here. 1, 2, 3. That's only 4 left. Okay. And then we have, where does it go? There's a bearing here. Okay, insert 5x11 by 5 bearing into comp truck drive shaft carrier mount. Then insert Halo Nano Intermediate shaft, which is this, I think. Yep. Into blah, blah, blah. Then insert body clip into the hole. Oh, that's a nice tight-ish fit. From, I know some people are saying that, oh no, mine came out. Mine came right out. Huh, people were saying that they were supposedly a newer version, a tighter fit. Blue thread lock is recommended on all threads in this step. Blue thread lock in Delrin though? Oh no, for this. I didn't think about this part. Okay, yeah, no, I'll be putting thread lock on these, but I'll be putting purple just because that's what I have and I use it most. I don't know what to do about this. This just falls right out. I know some people have been putting thread lock in there to help hold it in. Because the chassis clip, all it's going to do is hold it in a bit, but it's not going to like hold it. Like it'll, I think it just goes like this. Like on the end, which is way down there. Because you can't put it over this whole thing. That's what it makes it look like in the picture, honestly. The picture makes it look like you're going to put this clip over this, which is never going to happen. Why is there a nut? I do not know. I'll put that to the side. That to the side. Also, why are there links and a link in this kit? It must be for the next step. I think that I'm going to put some thread lock around this to help hold it, because I don't know what else to do. Because I can always make thread lock break away if I absolutely need to, if it ends up not being what I want. It's the non-permanent, semi-permanent answer, I think. Because you're pretty much just doing this. And then they want you to put this clip here, I think. Because I don't know where else you're going to put it, because you can't. It's too small to go over the whole shaft. But I think this is just to hold it so it doesn't fall out. Because it just does this all the time. Honestly, I kind of don't want that in there yet, but whatever, is what it is. All right, thread lock inside these holes, and then the ears. You see how it's got the ears right here? They're going to point backwards and they go right here. All right, got those snugged up in there. I'm just going to leave that pushed this way because that keeps popping out, and then when this moves, it pops the bearing out. So I'm just going to try to keep it like that. Next step. Oh, the next step is the front. So this is the front upper link. That's why it's here. And that's why there's a bolt and a nut here. Okay, makes sense now. Well, it doesn't make sense that they're combined together in the same bag, but, you know. All right, then you got the long bolt that it came with. Looks like it goes in the bottom hole here. Link. Then lock nut. Okay, well, I still have this for the drive shaft, I think. Oh, it's literally just to go in here. Okay. They don't talk about it, so I didn't really think about it. I was thinking it already had one in it. Oh, those are some tight threads. Urgh. I mean, they went in, but I just don't want to lose it, so that's why I'm putting it in there. And next step. What are we step? Oh, page 8. So we are going to bag E. So we're going to put this to the side for a second here, it looks like. All right, we have the motor mount area, which I'm guessing this is going to be where I want to do motor, everything, like people were talking about. But we will see. Bag E. This is another one of those full, like, instructions on one page thing. Cover. What do we got? 32 pitch, 66 tooth. What is that? This is cracked. See that? Well, hopefully you guys can see it. Right there, look at that whole thing is cracked. Huh. I keep thinking I could see through, but I think it's just the, yeah. I'm gonna have to try to warranty that, I guess. That's an odd one. Okay. Well, I'm gonna put it together for what I can, and then maybe just keep this not installed in the truck. Well, depending on how easy it is to get to that area, I guess. We'll see. Wow, that's upsetting. This whole time I've been waiting for this. And I won't even be able to run it probably. Like I could probably, but I just don't know if it's gonna be messed up. It doesn't look like looking down it doesn't look bent. I don't know, maybe I'll just install it how it is just to put it together, and then I'll wait for the part. Just hate to put it together and take it apart again, but I think that it shouldn't be too bad. I think it goes right here, and I should be able to get to the nut. We'll see. All right, cover. Okay, this is like an all-in-one picture thing. So we got a cover. We got the spur cover here, like motor mount. And then it goes into here. So we got like here to here. Those line up there. This lines up here. And this is threaded, yes. So we M3 by 8s. Actually, I guess it might be easier to. They say to. I just realized that there's steps. I keep forgetting the steps on the side. It says to put these on first. 4 of those in, and those are the M3 by 6, the shorter ones. There's a short 6 mil, and there's a little bit longer 8 mil. I haven't figured out where those go yet. Flange bearing goes here. That's a nice tight fit. Okay. And then step 14, insert 2 M3 by 8mm button head through spur gear cover. So this is where I was going to start, but I ended up going back to. Spur gear cover. Spur gear motor mount plate this direction. Then it's going to go into here. So a little bit of Loctite again. Oh, that bearing fell out already. Now it's not tight anymore. That's weird. It went in nice and tight. That just keeps falling out. I'm pretty sure this is the same size just for the other side. Yeah. And that just falls out too. Okay. Spur gear cover. Into forward motor mount. Yes. Insert 1 M3 by 8 on the side here. And that is together-ish. That looks like it, but that, hopefully when we bolt it all together, like we bolt the shaft in, hopefully it'll work better, I guess. Now we are going to install the spur gear and everything. So we need this piece. Like I said, I'm just going to install it with it, and then hopefully I can get it pretty easily afterwards. There's a longer side and a shorter side. This way, you know, I need to take a picture of this actually, because I need to try to get this warranted of some sort. You can see through the edge of it. If you look right there, and I angle it down, I guess, oh, right there, see? Look at that, you can see right through the crack. Crazy. All right, like I said, I'll put it together just to have it in one piece, and then we'll go from there. Oh, it's only 3 holes that line up. Okay. And then we are looking at these shorties. I'm not going to thread lock this because I need to take it back apart. And they are M3 by 6. Watch them not warranty for some reason, just because I installed it on here just to finish the video. Hopefully not. And then lock nut. And then this is going to, yeah, see, this is what should hold that bearing in place there once it's all together. And that's what that looks like. And what, yours shouldn't have the crack though. Yeah, they talk about putting the bearing in here. And then putting this clip through here to hold it together. And then we are going to take these little pieces, and they're going to mount on here, it looks like. So as far as I can tell in the picture, see this angle goes this way and the angle goes down. So like away from it there, that seems right. Because this is going to go flat against the chassis. I didn't tighten these all the way, I just kind of snugged them up. Because you need to make sure they're straight for the chassis. And we are putting it in the chassis. Okay. Let's see. This goes like this down in through here, I think. Honestly, it might have been easier to put it in from the bottom. Like that. Line that up. I still got to put Loctite on those also. Well, it's not going to be fun to get that spur out, but I'll just take that apart, I guess, and check. Oh, that's kind of frustrating, honestly. You wait so long for something, then all of a sudden, problems. All right, I'm going to put Loctite in all these holes. And then we are getting the M3x8, I believe it is. Yeah, M3x8 for the side here. And then this one is an M3... What is it? M3x8. Yeah, so that's all that's left, really. That's pretty much all that's left, yeah. They give you exactly the right amount of bolts for this, it looks like, so far. All right, FMM is in, and I'm just realizing now I did exactly what I didn't want to do, and I didn't put the motor in before I... Okay, hold on. I'm realizing now it didn't really matter that I did that. I put the motor in, but I honestly don't know how the only way I can get the wires to not hit anything is to go this direction. But I don't know where the drive shaft's going to be or anything, so that might be getting taken out anyways, and I'll have to figure it out later. I don't know. I probably should not have done that, because I don't know what else to do with it. So, yeah. Alright, where were we? We did the front mount. And we are going to go to bag F. And I think with bag F, we're going to finish it off for now, because I think we're getting kind of long. Also, I think we're going to be getting on to what was next. Yeah, shocks and stuff. Now I'm going to keep that separated because I got to fill those up, whatnot still. So yeah, all right. This is going to be for the rear body post, I believe, and rear upper links. So bag F. All right, what do we got? These are all Delrin and carbon fiber, so we're not going to be Loctiting anything. It looks like these are going to be mounted this direction. So I'm going to put the posts on first. Looks like they go like this. Well, on this side, like this. And those are M3x10s. All right, put both of those together just so it'd be easier. Hold on. What? Oh, there's nuts. Okay, it doesn't show you that till the next instruction. Yeah, so you do that. Okay, the next instruction's not wiki confusing, but it's a little confusing. Because you're putting a link and this on at the same time. The links on. So I'm going to put these links together real quick. Links together perfectly. All right, now, how do these go together? Okay, we have this hardware. It's not hard, it's just kind of like you got to make sure you pay attention. 1, 2. 1 is an 18mm, so let me just go step by step. 18mm, 1, this side. They want you to put it here, which goes here, which gets a link, and then a nut. Like I said, it's not confusing, it's just you gotta make sure you look at it, because it's kind of like a few arrows pointing here and there. And then you have the shorter bolt, which is a 10 and 3x10, and they want you to put that in the middle furthest forward hole, and then a nut again. And of course the same thing for the other side. I put the carrier bearing in upside down. Ugh. I think I must have had the truck upside down when I did it. All right, got that together. Like I was saying, the longer bolt's up here to hold the link in with the body mount, middle hole top, and then there's just a shorter one that gets like a 10 mil to hold in just the second part of this, and it goes right in the front center one there. Flip this over. I remember, the worst part is I remember going, oh, that's cool that it has the cutouts for the links. so it can go up through it. You know, when I went to put it together, I must have had it upside down or something and just kind of messed that up. I have no idea what I was doing. I think that, yeah, so I think that that's the end of that. Next thing is going to be shocks. I'm just going to stop it there because I think I've been going almost an hour on like the 45 minutes I was thinking about doing. Not sure how that motor is going to work out there. I know that people put in this size motor, so I just got to figure out where. I think I should have just waited till the end. It can't be that bad to put in. Plus, I need to take this out anyways, just swap out that spur. I am not going to have that spur by the time I do the next video. The thing is, that link is there. Yeah, that's definitely going to hit those wires. I have no idea what I'm going to do with those wires. We'll have to... guess we'll have to see. I don't know. I shouldn't have put it in. I should have just waited. Because I got to swap it out anyways. But so far, build's pretty nice. Quality feels like it's there. I don't know about the little discolor thing for the aluminum there. I don't know if it like oxidized a little bit. Like I don't know if that... the rest of it didn't really. So I don't know if it... maybe it's residue from something. But it's not coming off. I tried using some alcohol wipes and paper towels and stuff, and it just doesn't want to come off. Then I have the bearing that wants to fall out, but the Loctite seems to have helped it. I just don't know in the long run if it's going to work out well, because if you think about it, that's going to be generating a little bit of heat, and heat breaks down Loctite. So, I mean, not a lot. It's a bearing, but still. These do not stay in place. I'm hoping that the shaft being in here to the transmission is going to hold that in, but those don't stay in at all. I might have to do the same thing as I did to those. That spur gear being broken is really annoying. It's so weird. I mean, there are a couple little things. It's just odd things, you know. Like with this, I can see I have that bearing in there, but then there should be like a little, maybe like a little 1.5 or 2 mil bolt that's threaded here to hold the bearing in. And the same thing with these maybe, or some kind of a retaining clip, even like a C-clip, like of sorts. Like that clip will not go over this shaft. So there's no way that's meant to, like the body clip, there's no way that's meant to go there. That's just to hold this in so it doesn't fall out, which I get, that's great. But this could have been put in later anyways, so this is kind of pointless and just kind of in the way as you're building, I think. This does not need to go in now. That definitely could have went in later. Those couple annoyances are, we'll see if that's it. If that's all that there is, then fine, but that's they're kind of weird and not great. I don't know. I think maybe I was just expecting perfection, and I don't know why I was, because it's a $500 kit, even though it's really good quality stuff. But that's just odd. I heard people had problems with that, and I could have sworn they had fixed it in this batch, but maybe it was the batch after mine. I don't know. And then this I don't remember hearing about. But again, that might be just the drive shaft that holds that in. And I'm not sure. But yeah, that's it for this one. You guys building a wizard kit? Have you guys built one? It is a nice kit so far. It's just kind of little annoyances already, and I'm not even halfway through, I feel like, and it's a little odd to me for something that people talk about a lot. So we'll see. You know, in the end, it's going to be a great kit. I think people love the truck. Nothing but praise really about it. A couple little annoyances like I had, but that's really it. Anyways, I think that's it for this one, guys. I will be back on shocks and stuff. Honestly, I think this is only going to be like a 2 or 3 part build. The axles are together, so it's really just putting the kit together. Next one's probably going to be, I think, shocks and axles, I'm guessing. But with the axles, we got some work to do. We got to swap out some parts. We got to make it a mullet. We got to put the brass knuckles on. Nothing big, but a couple things we got to do. Got to fill the shocks. Supposedly there's like an exact milliliter or whatever, milligram, I don't know, whatever number of oil you're supposed to put in them. And looking forward though, click here for Voodoo shock oil setup instructions. So I have to like click a link to go set up and fill the shocks. That's a little weird. Like, why wouldn't you just put that in the instructions here? I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, I think I've said it a couple times now, but I think that's it for this one, guys. See you guys in the next one. Throw down any comments, questions, or suggestions below. Have a good day.